Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm going to be reviewing an article by Jason Damaris explaining how and how not to use memes for online marketing. So, of course, how many people use social media and internet on a daily basis? Well, Damaris explains on an average, the regular person spends more than 90 minutes a day on the internet. Think about how this could be a good way for a business to market itself. It's obviously very good, because 90 minutes of one average person when there's millions of people. Memes are a new way to connect with an audience and enhance the value of the content and your brand. In order to do so, we need to obviously have some attention grabbers, content to enhancers, then of course popularity fuel. We want our memes to be popular in order to be reached by millions of people and shared by millions of people. Damaris also explains the different types of memes. We have literal, micros and temporary, and lastly, intentional viral memes. So these are kind of intentional to, obviously either make an impact on something or show that they are there for a reason. And of course, with all of these, you want to reach a certain type of audience. This is why you need to make sure that you know what kind of audience you want to reach in order to reach the people that you want to obviously market to. Of course, there is also, trying to be original and try to stir away from previous competitors' memes. So you want to obviously use your own imagination on how you come up with your memes. So you don't want to use others, because then it's kind of like obviously using other people's stuff, and you rather be different than the same as everyone else. Of course, you want to keep up with your rivals, just like in Potter's 5 Forces model. One of the 5 models was obviously the intensity of a rival. So, of course, every competition with other organizations is try to catch the consumer's eye. And your main goal is to want to be the one on top, 5 steps ahead of your other competitors. So, of course, some pros and cons about using memes to market your business. Some pros would be able to market yourself through different social medias. This is very easy and inexpensive way to market your business. It can also increase profits and increase productivity. So then we have cons, of course. So the cons, you always need to stay in with the trends to keep within the loop. Of course, memes are easily changing with the news and trends and etc. like that it changes on a daily basis, and you always have to have someone there, changing it on top of it, because if not, then your meme starts to become obviously disappeared because of new things that are arriving in the internet and things like that. So of course, some businesses use memes to build their consistent audience, and that is where they are wrong, because you don't want to use memes to obviously keep your business out there. You want to try to market yourself in other ways. So in conclusion of everything, I feel like Damaris has a good idea of why and how we should use memes to market ourselves. Of course, every person is on the internet on a daily basis, so it kind of gives you an idea that we need these kind of things that are easily to input in the system, definitely for, let's say, maybe a startup company who is able to spend less money on marketing themselves by making a meme and putting it on the social media, and obviously asking friends and families to go ahead and like that or share it, instead of trying to pay thousands of dollars for a board on the highway or anything like that. It can cause more stress on a new business. And then of course you want to try to stir away from trying to keep the same consistent audience, because audiences are going to change throughout the time frame when you start to learn who you are and the business and things like that. And you want to try to obviously make profits and continue to use productivity in a way. So I definitely think there are some pros and cons going along with this, but as in Potter 5 Forces say, you want to stay on top of your competitors, and obviously there's so many competitors out there with every kind of different organization and department. You want to try to obviously stay on top and continue to keep up with the trends and do things like that. So it's kind of my overview of what I think about everything, and I definitely thank you guys for watching, and thank you so much.